Hi there and welcome to Connecticut Style. I'm Teresa LaBarbera. Coming up today, if you are looking for a unique gift that supports a great cause, African penguins at Mystic Aquarium have created one-of-a-kind pieces for the holidays to support the aquarium's conservation efforts. We're going to meet one of the artists in just a bit, and connecting with those who have passed. We'll show you what a reading is like with medium Phil Quinn. And it's another Firehouse Friday to raise awareness for the Connecticut Burn Center at Bridgeport Hospital. I'm here with firefighters Louis Uvino and David Williams from Ansonia's Eagle Hose Hook and Ladder Company 6. Gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thank you for inviting us.
This smells great. What's on the menu today?
Well, what we have today is we have a stuffed boneless chicken breast. We have the ingredients over here in the corner. We have feta cheese, we have fresh spinach, tomato, basil, rosemary, chopped up with a little olive oil, salt and pepper, and that's what we make, kind of like a homemade style of bruschetta.
Nice. Quite a delicacy for the firehouse, huh?
We eat well.
Lucky to have you there. And we're talking about the Burn Center in Bridgeport. How important is it as a resource?
It's one of the best things that's come to Connecticut. The people in Connecticut have needed something like this for many years, and the way they take care of the people down there is just fantastic.
Great. All right, we're going to hear a little bit more as we start the show, but look right into camera too, guys. Tell everyone at home what they need to do.
Sit back and relax.
You're having lunch with style.
I'm News 8's Ann Craig. Our state has the second highest incidence rate of breast cancer in the country. Let's take a stand. Be a part of Pink Power. Find out how at WTNH.com.
Pink Power is sponsored by St. Francis Hospital and Medical Center.
The cooking store of the future is here and now open. It's the all-new Chef's Equipment Megastore on the Boston Post Road in Orange. You've never seen anything like it. Connecticut's mega selection of cookware, bakeware, cutlery, kitchen electrics, and
gadgets, and more gadgets.
More than you can imagine.
Plus cooking demos, classes, and an executive chef on staff. Come in and get a free gift card with a purchase of $50 or more.
When you think cooking,
think chef.
Chef's Equipment on the Boston Post Road in Orange.
An evening in front of the fire can be so relaxing, but dangerous creosote buildup can cause a chimney fire. Help protect your home with CSL, the Creosote Sweeping Log. It helps clean your chimney while it burns. Inside your chimney walls, there's a constant buildup of flammable tar and creosote. The active minerals in CSL will reduce those dangerous creosote deposits, making your next fire safer. It's so easy. Burn just once every 60 fires. CSL, the Creosote Sweeping Log.
Available at Target, Lowe's, Kmart, and participating Ace.
Watch for special Firehouse Fridays on Connecticut Style. Local firefighters cook their favorite dishes and tell you how you can support the Connecticut Burn Center at Bridgeport Hospital.
We hope your family never experiences a serious burn injury, but urge you to help those who do.
Artists come in all shapes and sizes, and in the case of our next guest, all types of species too. Mystic Aquarium's African penguins have created 50 original paintings for the holiday season to benefit the aquarium's African penguin conservation efforts. Joining me now is Josh Davis, a penguin trainer there, and he's here with Blue Blue the penguin, and Anna Rosa is also here to assist. Hi guys, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Josh, tell me a little bit about Blue Blue the penguin.
Blue Blue is one of our 26 African penguins, which a lot of people are surprised to hear that penguins can come from Africa, but a majority of penguin species are warm weather species. So he is from a very warm place, so you might notice he's got some eye patches above his eyes that help him regulate his temperature.
Oh, okay. Now, a little bit about his personality.
He is one of our birds that loves attention. Each penguin has their own personality.
Is that why he's on TV here today?
This is why he's on TV here today. He's one of our best PR birds.
Okay.
He loves to seek out attention from trainers on our penguin exhibit. So when we go out onto the beach, he's one of the first that will approach you.
And where do they live?
Where do they live? At Mystic Aquarium?
Both, and then back in Africa.
So they live in our Roger Tory Peterson penguin exhibit at Mystic Aquarium, and in South Africa they live on the southwestern coast, so in South Africa and Namibia.
Okay, and what do they eat?
They eat a variety of seafood. So at the Mystic Aquarium, we feed them capelin, herring, and squid.
Okay.
The squid is actually a dessert for them.
Oh.
And out in South Africa, they would eat pilchard and anchovies.
And these are also endangered species.
They are an endangered species. They were put on the list about 2 years ago in 2010. Their population has declined over 60% since the year 2001. And scientists are saying they could face extinction in the wild by the year 2025.
All right, well, let's talk about the project. We have an example of it right here. This is pretty cool
Yes,
stuff.
it is pretty cool stuff.
They could be artists.
We train them for a behavior that allows them to show us the bottoms of their feet, which I'll let him do. So you can see our veterinarians, if they wanted to look at their feet, could look at them very easily.
Yes.
Because we've trained him to show them to us. So we took this behavior one step further, and we thought, what if we applied paint and then had them walk on canvas? And it actually turned out to be a big hit.
Now, can I touch him?
You sure can, right on the back.
Okay. It's very soft.
They are very soft. Those feathers are their #1 protection when they swim in the water. They keep them waterproof everywhere except for those eye patches and their feet.
All right. So we're going to put paint right on this guy's little feet?
We're going to put paint on his feet.
Now, it's not harmful to him in any way, right?
It's not. It's a washable, non-toxic paint.
Okay, very good. So are these popular items for the holidays?
They are popular items for the holidays. We make them in limited quantity.
Okay.
So we actually just made 50 for the holiday season. They go for $189.99 in our aquarium store or on mysticaquarium.org, and they actually sell out pretty quickly.
Okay, and what is it going towards?
It goes towards our penguin conservation efforts that the Mystic Aquarium takes part in, not only at the Mystic Aquarium, but also in South Africa.
Okay,
2 of our staff members just recently returned from working with Sandcob, a facility that we've partnered with there, and I'll actually be leaving for there on December 28th.
Oh, how exciting.
It is exciting.
All right, well, let me see how it's done.
All right, so Anna's going to apply some paint to his feet. And you'll see he shows her his feet nice and gently.
Do you think he knows what's going on? He's about to become an artist?
He is. He's one of our ones that paints pretty frequently, especially when we go off-site.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to put him right down in front of that canvas.
Go for it, Blue Blue. Do your job.
That was a short one.
We'll just reapply and keep
And
going,
we just
right?
reapply
You can
and
do
keep
all
going,
different
yep.
colors?
We have a different color scheme. This is one that is very popular during Christmas time. It's red, green, and blue.
Oh, okay, I get it. Now, while Anna's applying that, talk to me about his little bracelet that we're seeing in the picture.
Yes. So each of our penguins wears an identification bracelet. The bead closest to the front of the penguin tells you their gender. So his is light blue. That tells you he's a boy.
Okay.
And the next 4 beads tell you his name. So his name is Blue Blue.
Ah.
Those colors actually represent numbers, and blue stands for 4. So he's the 44th penguin ever to come to the Mystic Aquarium.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Very nice. Now, how many penguins do you have doing this?
We have several that do this. I don't know the exact number, but I would say probably around 10.
Great.
And it's actually a form of enrichment for them. It's something that switches up their day and also gives them time to spend with the trainers.
I see. Now, how long do these guys live?
They can live into their late 30s, early 40s in zoos and aquariums. Okay. Out in South Africa, the average is around 12 to 15 years old.
Okay, sounds good. And we're applying the blue now?
We are applying the blue.
Now, Josh, what will you do while you're in South Africa?
I will actually be learning how to tube feed penguin chicks that were eating from their parents when they were abandoned. The reason that they're at this facility is because their parents have abandoned them.
Okay.
So I'll be learning how to tube feed and take care of them, and as they grow older and grow in weight and health, then they get progressed to different pens, and eventually they'll be up for release.
All right, very good. Well, we're just about out of time. Josh, tell everyone at home the website and how they might be able to get a hold of one of these lovely pieces of work.
You can visit us at mysticaquarium.org or come right down to the aquarium to our aquarium store.
All right, sounds great. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Blue Blue, thanks for the hard work. And of course, we're going to have the information over on WTNH.com. Up next, it's a Firehouse Friday. We're heading into the kitchen with firefighters from Ansonia, all to help raise awareness for the Connecticut Burn Center at Bridgeport Hospital. We'll be right back.
Now I can get fresh herbs all year round with the Gourmet Chia Herb Garden. It contains everything you need to grow fresh herbs right in your own kitchen. Just place a moistened chia sponge in each clay pot, sprinkle on the herb seeds, water, and watch it grow. I bought one for my mother, my friend, and myself.
And also from Chia, Chia Cat Grass, the chia for cats. Your cat may be tempted by your favorite plants. Remove the temptation. Get your cat the treat they love. Get the Chia Cat Grass and Chia Herb Garden. Makes a great gift.
We finally got the bundle from Cox. And now that our TV, phone, and internet are working together, and my dad has gone a little bundle crazy.
Ah! See that? Phone and TV working together. It's Aunt Shirley calling right there on the television.
Shouldn't we answer it?
You want to talk to Shirley?
With the Cox bundle, you get high-speed internet, TV, and phone for just $25 each a month, now with free Pro installation and free HBO and Stars.
Good job, bundle. Oh, yeah.
Switch to the Cox bundle and get your internet, TV, and phone all seamlessly connected for just $25 each a month with internet speeds 2 times faster than basic DSL. Now with free Pro installation and free HBO and Stars.
Aww. He's really into the bundle.
Tyler, look at this. I'm watching 3 different shows at the same time.
Why?
Hurry, get the Cox bundle and get your internet, TV, and phone all for one low price. Just $25 each a month, now with free Pro installation and free HBO and Stars. Switch to the Cox bundle and start saving today. Call now and find out why more people choose Cox.
As part of News 8's year-long partnership with the Connecticut Burn Center at Bridgeport Hospital, we feature the men and women who put their lives on the line each and every day and know firsthand the importance of having a burn center right here in our state. Joining me now are firefighters Louis Uvino and David Williams from Ansonia's Eagle Hose Hook and Ladder Company 6. Gentlemen, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So before we start cooking, we're going to make these lovely stuffed chicken breasts. Tell me a little bit about the history of the department.
The department was formed in 1871.
Oh, wow. It's been around forever, huh? Well, a long time.
Long
Not
time.
forever.
I can't count the years. And we're a volunteer fire company in a town of Ansonia, which has 5 volunteer fire companies altogether.
Okay. We have some pictures. Let's put them up on the screen while you continue.
That's our parade carriage. It's an 1855 wagon that originated from the Eagle Hose number 1 of Brooklyn, New York. They were disbanded in 1865, and the wagon was sold to Paterson, New Jersey, and we got it from them shortly after we formed.
What do you do with it today? Do you use it in parades?
We pull it in parades. That's the only thing we use it for today.
All right, and what are we looking at here?
That's our firehouse. It's that was built around 1901. It was actually our 3rd firehouse, but it's the present firehouse we use today.
Okay. And we have one last one here. Oh, that looks like it dates back a while.
That's the Eagle Hose in the blizzard of 1888.
Wow. All right. Sounds good. Well, Louis, tell me what we're making today. Is this a favorite in the firehouse?
Yeah, the guys love it. What we have today is we have a stuffed boneless chicken breast. We have ingredients over here, consist of plum tomatoes. We have some feta cheese, a red onion, fresh garlic, fresh spinach, fresh parsley that we chopped up with a little olive oil, salt and pepper, and turned it into a bruschetta type mixture and consistency.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it on some fresh spinach, roll it up with prosciutto into the chicken breast, tie it off in the oven.
Is this an original recipe there, Louis? Did you come up with it?
Yeah, I dibble and dabble here and there, and I come up with some certain things, and I use the guys at the firehouse to see
Test
whether
them
it's
out,
good or
right?
not. Yeah, absolutely.
That's good. I'm sure they're honest. And we should mention that Eagle Hose is a volunteer department.
Correct.
You guys all have other jobs. I'm assuming there's a lot of extra time and hours that go into this.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
A lot of extra time and hours.
Well, you make time. You enjoy it, and you make time.
Great. All right, well, show me how to make these.
All right, what we're going to do here first is we're going to take our little bruschetta type mix here.
Okay.
And
Which smells delightful, we should
Thank
add.
And we're going to just put it right along into the spinach like that. And this is where it could get a little messy, so.
Well, everyone's hands are clean, right? It's no big deal.
Absolutely.
So you just roll it right up.
Roll it right up in there.
And you roll it in between the two.
Absolutely. You fold the chicken breast up in half. Take your butcher's twine with a nice little knot.
All right.
You don't want too much.
Now, how many of these do you have to make at a time if you're feeding the firehouse?
Sometimes it could be up to 40.
Oh my goodness. Does someone help you, or you have a sous chef?
I have a couple of guys. Davey here is also helps out in the kitchen committee.
Oh, good.
And we
And then who cleans up afterwards?
probies, guys that don't have a lot of time in the firehouse. Probationary firefighters, yeah.
What a probie was.
Sorry about that.
So you greased the pan here?
Yes, we have a little fresh olive oil on the bottom of the pan, a little fresh cracked pepper.
Okay.
And drizzle a little more olive oil on the top.
All right, and you have the oven preheated?
Yes, we do, 375. And you put it in for about 45 minutes to an hour, or until the temperature is at 160, which is safe for consumption.
All right, well, that was pretty easy. I could even handle that. And it looks fantastic. You served it over rice?
Yes, we did. We took a chicken stock, with a little butter, and we made a rice with it with some fresh parsley over the top of it.
Great. Now, David, I want to ask you why the Burn Center is so important. You touched upon it at the beginning of the show, but tell us again.
Well, what they do for the people that, that get burned in fires, I've seen some of them, and the way they rehabilitate them is just a fantastic thing that they can do.
And even for a resource for firefighters.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
We've had firefighters that have gotten burned, and they would be treated there as well, so it's...
All right. So let me ask you, how many firefighters are on the force?
In the Ansonia Fire Department, there's probably about 200. Each company has around 40 active guys, and then there's guys that are honorary
semi-active.
membership.
I'm active as a fireman, fire policeman. That's what I do today. I go out and direct traffic at fire alarms.
Okay.
I'm not going to fight a fire at my age.
Well, you can come and cook with us.
We got
anytime
Louie.
then,
He can
right?
do the job.
All right. Well, we are going to dig in and taste this at the end of the show, so don't go anywhere, guys. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having
us. And if you want to help out the Connecticut Burn Center at Bridgeport Hospital, it's easy. You can make a donation. Go to ctburncenter.wtnh.com. All right, coming up next, connecting with loved ones who have passed. We'll show you what it's like to have a reading with medium Phil Quinn when Style returns. Don't go anywhere.
If you would like to support the families and community of Newtown, the United Way of Western Connecticut has set up a support fund. To donate, just go to this address or visit WTNH.com. Thank you.
When schools and businesses close because of snow, News 8's got your back.
Our storm closings are available to you 24/7 on WTNH.com.
You can even get them texted to you. Sign up on WTNH.com.
Chia. Chia Pets, the pottery that grows. And now there's the Chia Gnome. SpongeBob SquarePants! Chia SpongeBob. And everyone's favorite gal, Chia Hello Kitty. It's fun. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, water, and watch it grow. Chia. There's even Chia Alex and Chia Marty. So many Chia Pets, you can collect them all. Chia Pets, the pottery that grows.
Available at Big Y, CVS, Rite Aid, and Walgreens.
Hi, this is Dave Flynn from Park City Ford. For years I've been telling you about our dealership, but just listen to what our customers have to say.
Park City Ford is different than other dealerships.
They were happy to make my wife happy, and that was important to me. Salespeople are great. They're really friendly and knowledgeable.
I like the fact that they reacted very quickly to my need.
I've shopped all around, and no one's going to match Park City's price or service.
Park City, where Fairfield County comes for a fun.
Let our family take care of your family.
For nearly 20 years, medium Phil Quinn has been connecting people with the other side. His readings are known not only for their startling detail, but also for the guidance he's able to provide. Many people who have never had a reading often wonder what the whole process is like. So today, we wanted to do something a little different and show you what happens during a reading. Phil Quinn is here along with our executive producer, Janet Lopes, who has never had a reading with Phil before yesterday. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks
Hi, Janet.
for having me.
All right, so we're going to see some clips from the reading coming up.
Yep.
Before we show that, though, tell people a little bit about what they can expect during a reading.
Basically, what will happen is you'll come in and sit down, and people that you've lost will come through. They'll say who they are, how they died, their relationship to you. And then when they're done talking to me, you can ask questions of them.
So you should have a list of prepared questions?
Yes, it's always best because you go into this state of psychic amnesia where you totally forget what you want to ask.
So how does it work exactly as people come through?
The loudest soul is always the person that I hear first, the most dominant soul. So if you have a family member that was dominant there, they're going to be the one to enter in first.
Okay, and how do you first start getting your messages?
The first thing I actually hear are bells. That's how I know
Really?
they're coming. Yes.
Wow.
So, and when I hear the bells, then I'll just look up and there will be a person standing in the room. So it's like you and I talking, and then all of a sudden there's a fourth person here.
And you're
So
used to that. This
I'm
has been
very
happening
used to
since
it.
you were
Yes,
a child.
Yes, I'm very used to it. So, but it never ceases to amaze me. It's always a beautiful sight.
All right, Janet, what impacted you most about this?
You know, I didn't know what to expect. And so when we were doing it, it was very fascinating because things just started clicking and connecting, and I was like, oh, okay. And it was just very surreal.
I mean, like
and parts of
names,
it.
right? There were names
There were
that were
names,
coming
very
through?
specific, I guess you would call it hits, you know, specific names, instances of how someone passed or feelings or, you know, generally like more familial undercurrents too came through. So that was really interesting.
Sure. Well, let's take a look at the clip.
The loudest soul is always the person I talk to first, meaning that that's the person I hear. And I scribble. It keeps me occupied. It helps me hear, believe it or not. And I have female coming through as mother figure to you. Do you understand? Say yes or no. It's grandmother.
Yes.
It would have to be mom's mom, though.
Yes.
Do you know who Mary is? Or Maria?
Yes.
Yes. Who is she to you?
My mom.
This is her mother. And a female passed from cancer.
Yes.
Who's she?
My father-in-law's companion.
And do you know who Rose is?
Yes.
Passed over?
No.
This person's passed. Anybody else in the room? And John? Anyone know who John is?
A version of John.
It's either John or Jack.
The Portuguese version of,
Yeah.
of John?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they'll give it to me in English.
Okay.
So they will. Your grandmother's been watching you for a long time, she says. She's asking, how are you?
Good.
I have a young male standing with her.
Yes.
Yes. Who's he to you?
Probably my uncle.
Yeah. Her son?
Yes.
Yeah. And do you know anyone was in an accident?
He was in an accident when he was 19.
Send his love to you. There's a child with them, too. Somebody in the family would have lost a baby. She's holding.
Oh, she has.
Yes.
She did.
Yep. And her husband's there.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, that's incredible stuff. Now, you guys have never met before. We just have to reiterate that.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
was all coming through as you sat down with Janet.
Yeah. And we're not the only ones in the room. There's cameramen there and stuff. So there's a lot of information coming at me at very, very fast, and I'm trying to produce this, but mostly directed toward her and filter out the other people that are there.
Well, you were getting kind of responses from other people in the room.
Yes, well, that's what I was saying. The cameraman's family start coming through, and there was another producer there, and her family start coming through. So it was very interesting. So typically, when it's one-on-one, it's very clear and it's easier. But when you have multiple people, now I have all these voices and souls to juggle because everyone wants to talk right away.
Oh, well, let's take a look at the clip that we have.
As you think of all these names later.
Yep.
Yeah. And Robert, does anyone know who Bobby is? Mm-hmm. Yeah, over there. Connie. And did we figure out who Michael was? I still have him here.
Who?
Michael?
Well, are Bobby and Michael related?
Yeah.
They're brothers.
Yes.
But they're alive.
What? Yes. But is their mom passed? Do you know?
Yes.
There's a woman calling for them.
Hmm.
Yeah. She's just saying, tell them I love them.
Wow, that was our producer Connie, who was in the room, and you were getting.
Yeah, I can't stop people from coming in. Once the doors open, then they're all going to try and sneak in.
Do they find you? Because there's not a lot of you out
no,
there.
they find you.
Okay.
They know you're coming to see me. So,
Oh,
and you've
okay.
been thinking about this prior to this, and because your family's always aware of what's going on with you, that they know to come that day.
That's great. Now, Janet,
Yeah.
was there anything that clicked with you after the cameras, maybe after you went home?
Yes, speaking with my husband, because we talked about someone in uniform and we talked about someone who had paralysis in the legs, and we were just getting deeper into conversations, and he ticked off a whole bunch of people that it could relate to, and it started making more sense as opposed to when I was there going, gosh, I'm not sure, and that was, it was a very good feeling
Yeah,
as
you had
well
to think about it a little
afterwards.
bit. Sure.
Absolutely.
All right, I think we have one more clip, and this is going to help us explain a little bit what the soul's role is in the whole process.
Yes.
So let's take.
But the other side is always trying to get your attention. They're always trying to guide you. They're always trying to give you signs that they're around you. And you typically have a dominant soul over there, for being your grandmother, the person that's going to watch over you and try to help you through your path the most.
Would she be my guide, or is it?
Yes.
Is it different?
Yeah, she's your guide. So, but also, you know.
Wow, pretty interesting stuff. Now, Phil, you're located in Guilford. People can come see you by themselves or
Yes.
in a group.
Yep, I have group sessions which are on my website, which is philquinn.com, where you can like me on Facebook, and and I also have private sessions as well.
Very good. And of course,
Yep.
we'll put all that information up on WTNH.com. Janet, would you recommend it?
Absolutely.
Pretty
It was
cool
very
stuff.
life-altering.
All right. Thank you so much to both
Thank
of
you. Again.
All right. Stay with us. More Connecticut Style after the break. We'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect holiday gift this season? Look no further than Bob's of Milford.
Nothing says happy holidays like a new Acadia under the tree. Or GMC Sierra in your stocking.
Celebrate the 8 nights of Hanukkah with a fleet of Buick Regals.
Or maybe just a nice sweater.
However you celebrate this year, here's wishing you a happy holiday.
From all of us at Bob's of Milford.
Bob's of Milford.
He just wants to get you alone.
Open Sundays.
What can Santa fit down the chimney? Furniture's the gift that lasts throughout the year.
There's nothing like a toasty warm fireplace.
Except for the soot, ashes, and cleanup, not to mention the danger of real fire.
My electric fireplaces provide the heat and ambience without the hassle.
Remote controlled.
Runs with or without heat, yet cool to the touch.
For any room, anytime.
6 styles, only $7.99 each.
Thank you very much, dear Santa Claus.
We finally got the bundle from Cox. And now that our TV, phone, and internet are working together, my dad has gone a little bundle crazy.
Ah, see that? Phone and TV working together. It's Aunt Shirley calling right there on the television.
Shouldn't we answer it?
You want to talk to Shirley? Tyler, look at this. I'm watching 3 different shows at the same time.
Why?
With the Cox Bundle, your internet, TV, and phone are all seamlessly connected for just $25 each a month, with internet speeds 2 times faster than basic DSL. Switch to Cox today.
All right, we're back here in the kitchen with our guest. Now, Lou, tell me how you finish this off. You clearly made enough for an army. We're very grateful here at Connecticut Style.
Well, as you put the chicken in the oven, you want it, like I said, 375 for about 45 minutes to an hour, or until it's about 160 degrees.
Okay.
I put in the pan a little bit of chicken stock, just to keep it kind of moist and keep everything nice and tender. So we'll take a piece out here.
Oh, looks terrific. We're going to dig right in. Now, Phil Quinn, one more time, your website, how people can get a hold of you.
philquinn.com.
Very good. All right. You gonna cut that off for me so I can dig in?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. All right, guys, we're just about out of time. Thank you so much for watching at home. Make it a great day. Make it a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday. Bye-bye.